Now, how do we use script analysis to develop our design concept? Reading through the play, understanding the world of the play, taking note, and sometimes using the instructions as given by the playwright or from previous productions is helpful in your research and your script analysis process when developing your design concept. Before building the set and designing the set designer must come up with a design concept. And this comes from their careful text analysis of the script and collaboration with the director and the other members of the design team. The set designer creates a design concept, and this extends the director's production concept into a complete plan for the visual aspects of the production. The design concept is a detailed explanation of the overall visual audio experience of a production. It combines all the aspects of a theatrical design, which includes scenic, lighting, costume, props, makeup, sound, and graphics, and it integrates them to convey meaning to the audience. The design concept, it will include the style of the scenery. So think of the style that you would like to use that will influence the design of the set. Is it more realism? Is it more representational? You also want to consider the number of scenic locations. Is the play set in one location, or do we jump from location to location by different scenes? How does the stage action? How will it move from location to location? How are we transitioning from scene one to the next scene? Does it require bringing on set pieces? Does it require a new backdrop? How would we transition from location to location? And next, the concept may include a central metaphor or a visual image that you think connects to the characters and the theme and really embodies the world of the play and the story that is being told. Here are a few things to include when writing your design concept. One, you want to clearly and concisely state the theme of the play. You also want to specify any relevant plot points or character traits and any other textual information that affects the design. Three, specify how the design aligns with the theme. Use evidence from the script, justify your design concept, and explain again how the concept and the theme aligns. Lastly, you want to specify how each design element aligns with the design concept. You're not designing in isolation. You have to consider the other visual aspects. You have to consider the costumes, the lights, the staging. How does all of that come together? And you should provide some explanation or justification of how they all connect. A scenic designer takes a very different approach to reading a script than actors or directors. A scenic designer does not focus on the character's objective or the motivations or the subtext or the tactics of the character. They're more interested in the visuals, what's stated in the script, what are the needs of the production. They're looking closely at stage directions, the setting, description, the notes that the playwright may give as it relates to the needs of the production. They may first read the script for enjoyment, just to get a feel of what it's about. Then they'll read the script for more sensory or physical needs, focusing on those elements. Then they may organize their thoughts about the set or focusing on the costumes that are needed, notes about lights or sounds or props, or looking at the colors, creating a color scheme, looking at different imagery that is clearly stated or can be interpreted in the script. The set designer may then identify repetitions in imagery or what are some metaphors or symbols or colors in the script. And they will create a list of what they found. So this is a part of their research process. Then they may go into sketching drawings of various ideas that they have for the show. And then the final step of the design is creating a ground plan and a scaled model for the director's approval. And generally, the director would share their production concept, and the set designer would try to ensure that whatever design concept they're coming up with is connected or supports the overall production concept.
Here are some questions to ask during your text analysis process. 1. What is the theme or the moral of the story? Number 2. What are some words that you would use to describe the overall mood of the text? 3. What are some characteristics of the characters that stand out to you that you would consider unique or noteworthy? 4. As for the setting, what time period or what year will you be setting the story in? What time of day? What is the season or the climate in which the story is set? And 5, for staging, what type of stage will you be designing for? What does your space look like? Are you having this production in a black box theater? Is this a general high school auditorium, proscenium theater space? What does your space look like? And lastly, what character exits and entrances will be necessary? These are just some questions after you've read the script initially for your enjoyment, but as you're nitpicking and trying to find particular information that will inform your design, these are just some things to consider.
Now, here are some important questions to ask after you've gone through the research process. You've read the script a couple of times, you've taken note of the needs of the play and the setting information, you've taken note of the imagery and the metaphors and what use of colors that may be best in bringing forth the mood or the tone of the script. So here are some questions. Ask yourself, what did I find in my breakdown of my analysis? And what does this mean? And how can I bring that to life visually on stage? Number 2, what visuals stood out to you? And why is the story important? How does the setting and what we see on stage help to enhance the story? What is the best way to tell the story? And how does the setting or the layout of the stage, your set design helps to enhance or complement the story that is being told? And in answering these questions, you can translate this into your sketches and your drawings as you're trying to work through your design.